Welcome to Mori, episode 60. I'm here with Koma and Qbhall.
Hello guys, what's up?
Zip, zip.
Hello.
Well, my new video has finally dropped after
Oh, I have to
almost two
watch
months.
it now.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
after this episode, I
three
will do it.
games.
hmm
Three games. Coloon's Curse, Lost Report, Redo, and Radio the Universe. I've been first playing and talking over it, and then editing them down. Kaloon City was like the most annoying game to be editing. Well, annoying. It took me the longest because all the fucking tank controls are just so annoying. It just goes from one side to the other, to the other, to the other. It's like literally like you're in a box or something like that. That's yeah, kind of annoying to be doing on your Steam Deck, but what can you do about it? Or maybe I should have connected a keyboard to it, but what can
Hmm.
you what can you do?
Wait, so hold on. You edit a you edited a video on the Steam Deck. Does it have
Yeah,
a program to do
with
that?
a mouse.
Which program did you use? DaVinci Resolve?
Live Caden Live.
That one is available on Linux as well. I mean, you are using Linux on the Steam Deck,
Yeah.
I guess, Steam OS. So you have that program there. I have installed on my PC, but I haven't really. I mean, since I haven't produced any video series so far, there are other softwares available on Linux. Flowblade is another one, and as far as I know, DaVinci Resolve is available as well, and that one is considered to be the industry standard when it comes to
Mm,
video production. And I mean, it's available, but I think it's not open source. But if you want to install it on Linux, you can. Maybe there are less features compared to Windows. I'm
yeah, I
not
guess.
sure, but whatever.
I
I
don't know.
mean, I used to use OpenShot back in the day when I was editing. That
Mm,
one also is free, open source, and available on Linux and Windows, and it was fairly easy to use. Maybe limited compared to other softwares, but it was very simple. You
mm,
don't need even to. I mean, for basic videos that are like cut and you don't need to learn anything fancy in order to
mm.
make videos basically with it. But whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, for some reason, the wrong aspect ratio for like second game, Kaloon's Curse. Some of the subtitle gets cut out, but it's in English, English dub anyway, so you can just follow it along really easy. So that's not a really big problem. But yeah, Goma, you had something to say?
All right. I
Mm.
mean, for the past couple of weeks, I decided to move from just using Japanese textbooks to learn Japanese and move on to trying to read something, mainly due to the fact that I finished studying with the Genki 2 textbook. And I
Mm.
mean, for these past weeks, I read NHK Easy News, which is a site that is like the main NHK News website about news happening all over Japan and in the world in Japanese. And the easy version is targeted to people who are learning Japanese or foreigners who just recently moved to Japan. And I can read articles there. Sometimes they are not so easy because I have to look up for vocabulary that I don't know. And I mean, because even if the
Mhm.
grammar is simple enough, the terms, depending on the content of the article, could be even about politics, problems with the weather, incidents, so on and so forth. So the vocabulary is wide, and you can find stuff that people study at higher level of Japanese there with basic grammar. So it was nice to to use it so far, but I also started to read manga in Japanese, and that is more
Oh.
interesting. I started Yotsubato, which is well known as a manga. You guys know
Ah,
it, or I guess, right?
yeah.
And
Yotsuba.
I've read the first four chapter. I am about to finish volume one. I am more than halfway, I guess, and my my goal was to read at least one chapter a day. But for the past couple of days, I was kind of busy. I am sad that I mean, I would have wanted to be like done with volume one for this week, but I guess I will finish
Mm,
it like maybe next. I mean, in 2 or 3 days. I don't know. I mean, hopefully as soon as possible, so that I can start volume two as well. And as far as the experience of reading a manga in Japanese, compared to a textbook like the Genki one, and Genki 2, it's like more, you get the grammar from the textbook, and so you can understand how the sentence work in the manga as well. But due to the fact that the characters speak most of the time informal Japanese, so the sentence is a little different due to the fact that they have different expressions to say the same thing, like it's slightly altered. And the fact that Yotsuba, the main protagonist, the child, is a child and she speaks like a child. For example, you can she says a word, and the same word, if it's repeated by an adult, it's written in kanji, while when she said it's written in hiragana or katakana, and maybe even weirdly due to the fact that her Japanese is kind of broken for being such a young child. So the main challenge to read a manga, as far as I can tell for now, with my limited experience, is that you have to get used to this informal speech first, which is different from what you find in textbooks
mm,
when you
mm,
learn the
mm,
language. So after you get used to it, I guess you just have to keep grinding, read more, and in the near future, I would like to start watching anime in Japanese as well, because I've been
mm,
like neglecting my listening, and I mean, it's important to be able to also understand speech other than text. And my level when it comes to listening is way below my reading skill right now, and
mm,
it's a problem I need to tackle with it. And I mean, in time, I hope I will manage to catch up with listening also well. And now I have to choose the right anime or content to do so. But well, this
mm.
is pretty much all I had to say. Sorry, guys, if it was
Oh,
like
well,
a wall
the
of
one time you
words.
talk, so it's good, I guess.
I mean,
But no,
usually I'm
no.
more quiet when I.
Yippee.
It's
No,
nice
like
But
to
yeah,
have
yeah.
something to say. What do you
I mean,
guys
yeah, but
think? Have you ever
yeah,
not thought to start learning Japanese yourselves or not?
not particularly because a lot of stuff is already in English. And yeah, with Yotsuba, it's like with lots of people. The first manga to start in Japanese, and
Mhm.
plus, you literally with in language like this, you need to start like a kid, like with the basics, like how they started. So yeah, it makes
It's
sense.
it's I mean actually I mean Yotsuba itself is a manga for adults, I guess, more than children. But fortunately, the language spoken within the manga is not too complicated, which is why it's so approachable, I guess. Uh, but I mean, in order to read it, I guess you have to still uh, build a foundation with Japanese. You cannot just learn hiragana, katakana, and the basic particles. I tried to do that. When I more than a year ago, I tried to approach Yotsuba, but my level was too below the minimum requirements. I guess much
Mm,
like when you want to play a video game on the PC, but your PC sucks, and the game is like
mm,
the latest and greatest triple A game, and I mean, you cannot play it yet. You need to upgrade your
mm,
hardware. In my case, my hardware is my brain and the knowledge within it that was not up to the task, I guess. But
Yeah,
I'm done, I guess, with this topic. But if you have any question to ask, not that I'm not an expert on Japanese, but
maybe
I will do
start
my
with
best.
Azumanga anime.
Hmm.
Kind of connects with Yotsuba.
I don't know.
Could be.
Azumanga Daioh,
Well,
perhaps.
Yeah.
That one is. Go ahead.
well, just a couple of questions. Like, was the like in the manga? Like, I imagine like some of the text is stylized, you know. So like, does that make it harder to read? I know that, and also I thought it was interesting. You said that the young character spoke in a different character type.
I mean, kinda. I mean, you can find also not only informal way of talking, but also dialects who makes it comprehension even more challenging. Again, with Yotsuba, fortunately for me and for any other learner, is not too difficult. Also, there is a huge community behind reading Yotsuba. Basically, if you do not understand a sentence, you can just copy paste it on Google, and you can find people asking, "What's the meaning of this? How do I read this? How do I read this?" And so on and so forth. So that also makes
Probably
it
also a lot of
more
fortune, isn't
approachable
there?
for a. There is a website called. This could be interesting for you guys to see. Let me check it. All right, I think this is the website. I think I can even share my screen if you are interested in it. Let me take a look. How do you stream again on this? Condividi. All right, share my screen. All right, so you can see this, I guess, or not. Learnnatively.com. I am logged in. Can you see the site? Can you see something?
Oui.
All right, so basically on this website you can do something like looking up stuff that you want to read, and you can choose your Japanese level. Like, for example, a beginner can approach these books
All
to
kids'
read,
books.
and basically they are very easy. This one is called the Shirokuma. I mean, it's about, I guess, a polar bear and a brown bear and their lives, I guess. And I mean, all of these books are approachable. Like, this is all the textbooks to learn Japanese. And if you move from N5, which is the lowest level, you can go higher. N4, which is like about the level I am right now, you can start Yotsubato. You can read Happiness by Oshimi Shuzo Oshimi, the author of Haku no Hana. This one is also very easy because, I mean, even in English, this one is very approachable because the dialogues are slim, I guess. You don't find huge text bubbles, so it's a. And besides, I really love the art of this manga. I don't know if you ever read it, but if you haven't,
I own a couple of volumes from his other mangas, but
I mean, I really love the volume 1 cover. It's beautiful in my opinion. These
lots
colors.
of good covers, yes.
Yes, and all of those manga. This one about these two school kids.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Is then the one do not Takagi-san is don't tease me, I guess, is the name of the series.
Yeah.
And I mean, there
Or
are also
how
you
is
want to
that
know you can find even, let's say, it should be here it is. You can see how difficult it is, I guess.
Level 25.
Level 25, I guess this is Wanikani, I guess. No, yes, JLPTN3. So if you are like a lower intermediate Japanese student, you can approach reading Nihei if you want to do it. It's possible. If you want to try doing it. So let's move on to the intermediate. All of those are more difficult, like Frieren, Shirokuma Cafe, Rudy Dragon, and all of the others, I guess. Also, anime and TV series are also rated based on how difficult they are for a student of Japanese. This website is actually pretty good for sorting out stuff to read. And if you move even higher level wise, we can find all the stuff that is hugely. I mean, it's very very difficult to do this stuff. Or we can also like only the manga, like Spy Family, very difficult, I guess, for the terminology, the
Definitely.
crime, the theft, the spy, and all of that stuff is difficult, I guess. And the
Yeah,
same goes
smoke with
for
me.
Death Note, Atelier of the WeChat. You do have this series, Mars, Togari Boshi Atelier.
No. I do have
But you
Death
do,
Note.
you know,
Yeah, I know the series, and I know there's gonna be an anime of being aired
yeah,
right now.
beautiful
I suppose.
drawings. I guess the author is very skilled at drawing, I guess. And
Mm,
also Full Metal Alchemist, Berserk is
Berserk.
like very high, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oyasumi Pum Pum.
Attack on
How do you?
Titan.
I mean, this one is very famous right now. The one about
Yeah.
the
Dungeon
girl.
Meshi too.
Hmm. No. This one is very difficult as well. This one is
Yeah,
Sangatsu no Lion with so much shogi
Shishi.
terminology and heavy text bubbles. Mushishi, yeah. How was the Ozeki no Kuni? Is
Seen the
the name
anime.
of. And I haven't seen the anime. You have?
Yeah, it's good. It's
It's in
good. Even
3D.
with yeah.
It's fully in 3D. I guess I should check it out. I guess Vinland Saga. Wow. And I mean, all
Door,
of those are familiar names to you for Vagabond,
Monster, Vagabond,
Akira,
Akira,
Golden
Bleach,
Kamuy. Very difficult one, I guess, for the
mm,
setting, especially.
JoJo,
I mean, and we can find stuff that is even more
Dawn,
difficult. I mean, we can. There are multiple pages. I mean, Neon Genesis.
Eva, Climber, Pluto.
Again, this is like N2 level. If you want to find the most difficult stuff, which could be more interesting, we can
Manga
see
wise.
manga
Not
wise.
that
Yes,
much for manga wise.
I don't know this one. I mean, all right, Nausicaa apparently is very difficult,
Planets.
and Planet S,
Ghost.
Ghost in the Shell is no doubt very difficult to read.
Mm.
Even in English, I guess it's not easy to read. Do you agree or disagree?
Damn. Never read it. Do know the movies. And new anime's gonna out. Oh, Black Lagoon. That's even difficult.
I mean, the guns, all of that stuff, I guess, could be difficult to do. This one is
Yeah,
Yeah.
from
I've only
Taiyo Matsumoto. What, Kibo?
I've only now started reading the Ghost in the Shell manga.
Hmm?
Is is definitely interesting. You know, and I could imagine some of the concepts later on are not for the beginners.
Mhm.
Some of the ideas, you know, but I hear as but I see that they only give it, I think, 3.5 stars in terms of difficulty. So
Oh, 2001 is also on there.
I mean,
but
many
what
of
are
these
we
manga are unlicensed in English, so we barely know them.
Yeah, except these really old ones. It's
I mean, this one
were at one
is
point.
available in French and in Italian. It's about this monk. It's pretty famous actually, but this one also about World War II from the same author, Hishi no Hana. Like we can go back to the level I am currently at, and in
Akuro.
Akunohana, Chino, Wadachi. It's
Mm-hmm.
another. All these manga are from Hoshimi, I guess. Uh,
Mm.
and yeah, and very approachable. I guess Doraemon.
I thought
Uh,
Doraemon would be even easier because that's literally for kids. But
it's for kids, but I guess there is special language. I mean, all the tools that Doraemon has, maybe I don't know, but still, many of those I'm not familiar with at all. But
Mm.
really, at all, I don't know you guys.
Mm. I don't read Japanese, so I
I
just
mean, yes,
recognize the. Oh,
but you should recognize the covers for manga.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
this one
yeah.
is from
That's what I'm doing.
Yoshiyuki Abe.
Ah,
His
I know
manga
that art
is
style.
basically it's Yotsuba, but he did it.
Abe
It's something similar to Yotsuba Gans.
guns.
Do you have Gans, by the way, Mars? I think you have.
No,
Or
no, no,
you
no. I
have,
don't have
did you
guns.
read it or not?
No, I didn't also watch it, but I know it's weird as
Oh,
fuck. Fucked up.
Kabu no. This is from
Ah,
Hitoshi Shinano.
Yokama.
Kabu no Hisaki. No, Kotonoba Doraibu. Here's the title. Kotonoba Doraibu.
Mm.
It's
Oh yeah,
is more.
I might have the official CD for like 3,000 yen if I'm lucky. If the site is not scamming me, so yeah.
From for Yokohama.
Yeah, 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 the original full CD, because this original CD is expensive. It's not cheap at
Are you
all.
using by chance Zen Market or?
Yes,
Uh,
Zenmarket. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh, so you it's is it the first time that you are using it, or because in the
No,
past
no,
you
I've been using it
you
for
use
years
from
now, but
Japan?
the
You,
site that I'm using the link for is just not one I'm known about, so
in the
or
past
do know
you
about.
did use from Japan instead of Zen Market.
From Japan, I also have used, but then I have to pay the import
Yeah, and with
uh,
Zen Market you
separately.
don't
But
have
with
to
Zenmark, you can just
up till 150 euro, I guess, for for you as well. In here in Europe, we don't have to pay.
yeah, with Zenmark, you can just go. Everything in one go can be paid and just separately paying it by every stop it goes. So that's less annoying.
Hariazu
Go
is
from the other side. Area. One
Yokohama.
Punch Man. Kama.
Here it is. Level 23 of Wanika. This item. So they did read it in on that community. I don't know if you are familiar with Wanikani is a
No.
community for learning kanji basically, and they have a forum that is quite active and they do all sort of stuff. So I don't want to advertise Wanikani too much because they don't pay us, but I
No.
mean,
They
huge.
should.
Oh, this is the
Oh.
manga that you were reading, or
Yeah. 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 I have volume one now.
in English. It came out in English. All right.
True. True. 3 volumes now.
But by the way, this is all I had to say pretty much in
Oh
regards
yeah. Sure.
of Japanese reading manga and my experience so far. What do you guys have to say now? What are we going to talk
Yeah.
about?
Well, pretty nice. Well, I had a couple of days ago a volume of Afternoon, a 10-year anniversary of Afternoon, and has a couple of Nie drawings into it. Like literally everybody has drawn this character into one story, so it's like a lot of IPs are in there. It's like
Always on the
people.
hunting for NIE stuff.
Yeah, basically. I mean, if I have something interesting to find, but maybe I can show the cover real quick. I've been scanning in some stuff, and now I need to edit, and didn't really have time to do that. So let me see this real quick. Yeah. Okay. No. That's this one. with Nie, with Yokohama, with hey, you even have Alpha in a nurse outfit. Very cute. Also, Blade the Immortal, also in a nurse outfit. The girl he travels with. And oh my goodness, like everybody from Afternoon basically is
From
in
those
there also.
years of afternoon, I guess. Yes.
Yeah, for the anniversary. So yeah, and there's been some nice stuff in there. Also from YKK that's not really well known online. So I've been also scanning those in, and from Parasite, from Spirit of Wonder to Miss China, and the list goes on basically. So I've been doing that basically, and the video. So yeah, but I'm not finished with the one yet. Maybe tomorrow I can work on it a bit, and yeah, that's and oh, I also saw 2 volumes of Mushishi, German edition, because I just wanted the manga at the time a lot because I just couldn't get the rest of the Del Rey version, so I bought those. But now I have the hardcover edition, so why do I need those again? I can't even read German. So yeah, sold those. So I have more room, so that's great. Beyond that, we have the Olympic Winter Place games going on. Yeah, even from Trinidad, it's like people going at it. But I'm like, how would they do that though? It's like there's no snow in Trinidad, so probably with bobsleighing or something like that, and they can run around with the thing. But yeah, I don't
Look, I'm sure they have the methods. Okay, don't question it. All right,
know. Question.
never you
Okay,
mind. That's a
yeah,
trade secret. Okay,
trade secret without
look,
snow.
they
I
didn't
mean,
know
it's kind of
climate change was
impressive
a
without
thing
snow to be
allegedly.
doing it.
As far as you know, it's snowing here. You know, climate
It
change.
could
I hear
be.
that's a thing.
I don't know. I've never been there. It's
Yeah, you know,
possible.
climate strange. More like it. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know either. God only knows. It could be a money laundering scam. Oh yeah, totally. You spending,
Could be AI
$50 million to
just
train
tricking our minds.
Winter Olympics. You know. So you're saying that you've seen Trinidadians in this thing?
Hmm. I mean, if it was the normal Olympics, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm like the winter one. I'm like, huh, it's it's curious, curious case.
That would be
Hey, you be you.
interesting. Let me know if you actually see any, because I have doubts. You know.
Maybe 1 or 2 guys or something like that. Like some countries are like really small. Like there's like from I don't know what was it South Africa. It was like also a training center for like Olympic guys, but it's like you go to you see the place, you see pictures of that. It's literally a shack where they train. I'm like, how how they get into the official thing? But if they get it done, they get it done, I guess. Or else, well, there's been a couple of times that people have been scamming to get into Olympic games by literally just cheating. Well, they couldn't ski or couldn't jump or couldn't do this or couldn't do that, and you like and it just gets
Oh
fucked
my
basically.
god.
But
You
And
remember
this
that
is all
gangster?
happening in Italy, by the way, where I live.
yeah.
Nice. So the economy is supposed to get a big boost from this, right? From what I understand,
I mean, yeah, for
in theory.
sure.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, it's a bit. It's. I guess maybe it's as big as the normal games, but I guess it's a little less big than the normal ones. I guess the whole spiel is like way bigger than like any other type of games. Yeah, great English. I know, but yeah. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. So like maybe I should watch some or something. But eh. Oh well. Been
They
also
don't have like an
watching.
anime mascot or something. What is their mascot this year? I know they have. I know they're always talking about Olympic mascots. They have a mascot. Let's see what his mascot looks like. What could it be?
It's a. It is. It's a. What the fuck is it?
A rat?
That's
The
not a
Olympic
rat. That's a fucking. What they're called?
Weasel. The Olympic weasel.
This looks better than a rat. I know. Like I live in Amsterdam. I should know what a rat looks like. So, but like this is not a rat. Like, what was this fucker called again? Tino and
A
Milo.
weasel.
A weasel, maybe. Yeah, something like
Weasel,
that.
yeah, the weasels. Yeah.
Or it could be a stoat.
Hey, what?
Or ermine or some kind of thing.
I don't know. They're kind of like
Alright.
cartoon anime fights.
Let me search. Tina and Nino. Let me search. All right, they are the official mascots. They are stoats. They are stoats.
Stoats, you see, I told you.
Stoats.
They look similar. Weasels and stoats.
I don't know, man.
Now listen, the winner of this thing gets like some stoat fur or something like that. I guarantee it. You know, that's what the medal is. The medal is draped around, some kind of a stoat scarf or something. By the way, this reminds me. Did you ever see the new mascot for the Vatican?
Luce.
Oh yeah. That's from a few years back.
Couple of years
It's
ago.
like
You
an
know
anime
what?
girl.
I think it works. You know, I think you see, they're trying to reach
kids in
a
the
new
church.
crowd.
Yeah, sure. Get anime in there. Don't see that much of a difference nowadays, but
listen, even the you have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit is like Voltron. You know, coming together. Is anime? Look, it was anime to begin with. You know, you have people powering up. You know, powering up.
yeah, sure. I mean, we have Transformers. That's originally in Japan.
Exactly. You know, things coming together. You know, three but one. Whoa. Yeah, look.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
They're stouts.
look. You want to reach a new crowd? They're looking at all these Chinese cartoons. You know, so we need to do something like that to get them in here. You know.
I mean, we already do Chinese cartoons, but we don't get that many people in here. That's it's kind of the problem. But
I'll tell you, you need to start talking more crazy shit in here. You know, conspiracy.
Well, we already do.
You know, more.
You don't know. Last week's episodes we're talking about planes just crashing left and right, Boeings going into buildings and that kind of shit, or just disappear from the face of the earth.
It was a black hole. Oh, about yeah, I hear this. Well, you probably don't want to go into these files that are released recently. You know.
Oh, the files. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
3 million files. So, like, how the fuck did he not delete all that nonsense? Like, that's
6 million.
That's surprising me.
I think it was 6 million.
Even more.
Regardless, is million.
Wow.
Yeah. And that is just what they're doing with that. You know, that is what they're showing us, and that is crazy. So what is not being shown? You know, that must be even crazy.
Pictures, more pictures. I mean, fucking I even have Dutch celebrities that are in the files, for instance. So yeah,
nice.
Fuck. Even a princess is in there, not a Dutch princess, but a Danish princess.
Close enough. We'll take it.
Hell no.
Listen,
I don't need those more.
I mean, I guess it's like, you know, it's who's who. You know, it's like you're not. Maybe if you're big time in these files, it seems like, You know, just
Yeah.
it seems so unbelievable. You know, it's like because I would hear people talk about this island, for years, and it would sound so crazy. And now is don't go on, don't look at him though. Don't look at him now.
I mean, all it's just pictures, but yeah, it's funny that they first redacted everything and now they have to show it all. But some people say that's like just the redacted files are just now shown unredacted, so it's just the same damn files. But I don't know, people are just talking about it like it's all new stuff. Because who the fuck has time to copy all this stuff and then just go post it all? Because that takes a long time. If it's fucking 3 million, that you don't do that in the afternoon. Maybe on cocaine or something or speed, but yeah.
The biggest
I like that.
scandal of this, I mean, for the 2012s, I guess, no, 2020s, I guess it's the biggest scandal. This one, I
Yeah,
guess.
Of the
bit
millennium.
belated.
I mean, I don't know for the millennium, but I guess.
Well,
I
the
mean,
millennium is
yeah,
still young. That is true.
I mean,
So look at all these conspiracy things coming true. You have P Diddy, then you have this guy. You have a strange cabal of of Satanists eating people on an island. Is
or fucking underage kids. So yeah, that's pick your
that too?
poison.
Any strange
Uh,
thing you see? Listen, at this point, and I'm always saying it, the simulation is going off the rails. It's only going to get crazier from here. What next? You know, aliens.
I don't know. I
You're
mean,
ready for
yeah.
anything.
I mean, for some names, it's obvious. Like Trump is obviously in there, and from X is in there. Tesla is also in there. All those big names are in there. But like they have said on tweets or on live television, like, no, I never talked to the guy. No, I just walked away. And no, I didn't want to go to his island. And then he's just like, oh no, man, I want the wildest parties ever. I want to go to the pizza party and the massages, and I'll bring some people over. I'm like, yeah, sure, buddy. Like, obviously, they're fucking lying through their teeth about this stuff. But I'm like, there's also been
But
some fucked up stuff like different ages they bring along, and like one girl giving Trump heads or something like that, and just buried on the fucking island and all that shit.
who
Speculation, but
knows?
it's not good. It's not good at all.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's see. Let's see if they'll actually lock anybody up. That's the question. They can
I
release
don't
anything.
know. I mean, they have been redacted in the first place, so they did, and there's no investigation going on, and now they're going out. I'm like, I doubt it. They could have done that years ago. I mean, they already had these files. It's not like they got them yesterday and now released them or something like that. They had them for years. So, like, yeah, like these people are just too powerful to really put behind bars. They just have everything in their pocket. Almost like the super rich. I mean, not like the small guys or something like that. Maybe those get in prison, but something like Trump or like Elon Musk, blah blah blah, or Bill Gates, way too big, way too big.
Well, I mean, look. I don't know if it'll encourage any people to be vigilantes out there. You know, that's the other thing I was wondering because some guy was doing that recently.
I mean,
People
also saw
taking.
like from also saw like a few like a couple of weeks ago, like the anime and Joey had a video with Bill Gates Foundation on an anime they produced to make the world a better place, etc., etc. Yeah, they age
What?
well now. The
Hold on,
files
hold
are
on.
out.
A Bill Gates anime, you say?
Yeah.
Wow,
Wait, maybe you can find that
nice.
real quick. Let me see. Joey Joey. God damn it. God damn it.
By the way, Koma, one thing I wanted to ask was,
Hmm?
it would be interesting if you read that manga that you've read in English and then you reread it in Japanese and you see
Mm.
what kind of changes they had to make, because I imagine there's a lot of cultural stuff and jokes, that kind of thing that wouldn't translate. You know what I mean?
I mean, you mean
Uh,
checking the difference side by side to see how different it is, or something like
yeah,
that. I mean, technically,
yeah.
I have once read Yotsuba in Italian, the first volumes. Maybe I have read 5 or 6 volumes. I don't remember anymore. It was like back in 2020, 21, 22 at best, but I guess. And I mean, I don't remember that clearly when I read those volumes, but technically this is not a manga that I'm reading for the first time ever. I mean,
Ah,
uh, so I mean, yeah, it's going to be interesting to do a comparison with the manga that is translated. But to be fair, any translation is different, meaning that even if the content it's the same, the style of the translator, the choice of words may slightly be different depending on the person who translated the manga. Because everyone has a different style, even though if your aim should be to maintain everything as close to the original text as possible, but of course when you translate you also have to adapt the text to make it work in the target language that you are translating it from
right.
to. So and to do that you have to make choices, and those choices may slightly differ person to person. So a translator may do something slightly different compared to another translator. So it is interesting. Yeah, I mean, I will probably try to do something like that, but maybe just after I've read something, so that I don't feel compelled to check how a sentence was translated into English or Italian uh, while I'm reading in Japanese, so that I don't cheat, because that would be like cheating to see what
Ah,
the meaning before I get it myself. If I can, if I have made myself clear enough.
But
But
yeah,
whatever.
right. So,
Hmm? Hmm?
Bill Gates produced this.
well, the Bill Gates Foundation, yeah, in Uganda, something like that. Yeah, to make the world a better place. So, like, for their own organization to help kids in undeveloped countries, or like countries that have it, economically heavy, something like that. And
Interesting.
it's fully voiced in Japanese, by the way. So, like, it was made by Studio Meppa, no, or was it 1A? I don't remember. Like one of the two. So, yeah. But yeah, but for the Epstein files, no, it's not. You know, what was like new?
We need to find
Yeah,
something else to go.
did not age well. You might consider taking this down, Joey, etc., etc. Well, it didn't age well, and yeah, it goes on like that for a while. But yeah,
Well, you
that's
were
Well, I
watching the
mean,
Anime Man, I guess.
yeah.
look, I'm sure this has a important message, that is transcends whatever might be in the files. All right, whatever it says
I guess
on,
you could even
you
for
know.
good calls and all that, but it's just just bad timing, I guess, and it's just right after the other. But
So
but
right, so how new is this video? How recent is it?
it's like 2 weeks after the files came out. 2 weeks before the files came out, or something like that.
Nice.
The
So
new
he's
one.
hold on. He's actually a genius because I'm sure he getting more views on this because of that. You know, we looking at it
But
because of that.
maybe like
You
how
know,
many views? I mean, it doesn't have a million, 25K, still a lot, but yeah, but I guess it doesn't
how much
say
views does
Gates
he have?
Foundation, so I guess yeah, they didn't really completely didn't
Right.
completely advertise this. I mean, it says Gates Foundation, obviously, but yeah,
Now hold on.
that's
What are
bad
they?
for market.
It's interesting though. Is an anime set in Africa, but it's voiced in Japanese, and the audience
Yeah,
is who?
uh, Gates Foundation, us, I guess, for the audience. Thanks
Yeah,
to Joey.
it's weird that it didn't play in English. You know, like
Yeah.
you
I
know,
guess, yeah. I
but
don't
the
know.
probably thinking, look, the audience is weebs, so they're used to reading shit anyway. All right, they're not gonna like the
Yeah,
dub,
that's true.
right? You know,
It's
I
weird, but
mean, look,
hey,
people probably hate on me, but I like to watch the dub because it's less effort. You know, I used to when
yeah,
I had a
for
lot more
movies I
time,
do
I used
that,
to
but
read the stuff. You know, but
I
what's
mean, I
up?
do it for movies because there's so much money put into it and so much animation, so you don't want to just read half the time for like 2 hours to get that going. I mean, like last time, I was like with my dad. The day he came back from hospital. There was like a movie, like, Attack on Skin Creeds, was coming in the cinema here, and I missed it for the second time. The first time it came in here, I was sick, so it's like the second time I missed it. Like, why the fuck did I miss this movie all the damn time? I already watched it, but in the cinema, it's like just the bigger screen. It's like it's better. It's like it's the whole point of a movie like that to watch on the big screen than on some small screen or something like that. But yeah, what can you do? Maybe I have get a third chance or something like that, but who knows? Tomorrow I'm also going to the cinema again for Iron Lung, the Markiplier movie
Oh
that's coming.
yeah, no, I did read a lot about the game, and it's definitely an interesting setup. But I wonder how that could be stretched out to movie length. You know what I mean? I don't know. You
Yeah,
know anything
yeah.
about the game?
I mean, I know about David Szymanski, the same one that made Dusk, so I play that. So I do know what kind of game it is. I knew it. It's basically the whole plot of the game is there was some kind of apocalypse going on, some kind of rift going on. Then prisoners are put into an sealed submarine, real cheaply made, and lowered into a red blood sea on a moon far away to search for something and to find a cure to all this. And yeah, that goes horribly wrong. Basically, a monster pops out, is stalking the submarine and killing its crew. Basically, and yeah, it's like a really easy game. Just navigating around with some photos, like really simply made. And obviously, Markiplier, the horror player that he is, fully funded this movie without any help, without any help from big studios, and for 3 million, and it made 21 million. It's like opening weekend, so or like opening week, so like not bad for that. But I also heard people like from IG that they didn't like it. But hey, I'm curious. Like I know about Lion Lung, I know about the developer originally, Markiplier also. So yeah, let's see how it will be.
Right, and I like. Now I hope it does make some money because it shows like it could do things
Oh, he
outside of the
did.
studio system. You know, right? I'm hearing different things. Some people are saying, "Oh, it lose money." Some people are saying he's broke. I think people want it to fail. It's almost like, look, how could this guy
Yeah, it's
make
a
a
big
movie?
YouTuber. Yeah, so like, yeah, it's more like a thing that everyone just wants to fill. Yeah, just for the memes' sake, or they don't like Markiplier. I mean, I don't really have anything about the guy, but like I'm just not that age anymore. Like maybe back in the day I liked it, but you know, I'm like, and how can you play, Fortnite, Five Nights at Freddy that goddamn long or like any fucking horror game? You're like, you kind of used to it. You don't, it doesn't scare you anymore. So yeah, what's the point of that?
Well,
But
I'll say this: this setup is pretty freaky. Like the cosmic horror of it. I mean, the whole thing
yeah,
is that the stars are going out one by one, right?
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
only
yeah. I mean,
planet
yeah,
I
and
don't even know how to link the idea that well, this weird planet is covered in a sea of blood. There's probably answers here. I don't even know how to make that link, but that is
mm,
just it can't be understood. And the whole game, as far as I understand, it takes place in the submarine. So how do
yeah,
you make an hour and a half out
still
of
love
that?
Subway. Yeah. And the funny part is
Yeah.
for the movie, like Jacksepticeye is doing the monster. So was it gonna be top of the morning to the ladies or something as jump scare? How's that gonna work? It's so the monster is literally Irish. So like, yeah, I don't know.
Well,
It's
I'm
gonna be
scared already. Irish.
it's
Whoa.
Irish
Whoa.
monsters. How is it possible?
So if Cthulhu was Irish, make
I
Cthulhu.
mean, I mean, hmm. I don't know. I don't know if that would make any difference, but I don't know. Oh yeah, and the music also done by
Interesting.
Andrew Holtshot. Same done as on Dusk and all these retro FPS games. So yeah, that's pretty good.
It
So at
looks
least
good.
we get some good music out of it. I mean, it's same with Tron. Both Tron movies, we got two good music out of it. Nine Inch Nails, Daft Punk. So you know,
Big names.
that's yeah. Oh well, that's interesting. And
Yeah, well, I mean, I want to see it. I want to see what the hell, what how do they make it interesting for an hour and a half? You know what I mean?
mm, I mean, it was originally supposed to be in like 15 theaters, but it's now like in like 200 or something like that worldwide. So, it's doing pretty good in like a short amount of time. So, yeah, not too bad.
All
And
right.
also, NASA is going back to the moon. That's the whole thing.
Hmm.
I'll believe it when I see it. What do you mean back to the moon?
Oh no. Yes, yes, they made
You
it in
know?
a Hollywood studio in the 60s. Yes, yes, I know.
Do you guys
Or
think that we will
let,
be
let, let-
able one day to go to the moon ourselves, like passengers
If they can make it livable, if they can,
I mean,
yeah.
to a base at least or something like that? Do you think that that is achievable within our lifetime?
mm,
Uh, I mean,
probably
that we
like
have.
Maybe the moon in like small quantities, like researchers literally have a base on the moon because that's the end goal with this whole a couple of missions that they want to be doing.
I mean, China and the US, I guess they are the main powers that are running towards space right now, I guess. I mean,
well,
Europe
I
as
Yeah,
well
mean,
yeah, yeah. The whole
has
space
something, but
race in a way back again. I don't know if it's really space race at this point, but
I wonder
or
how this time frame that we are currently living in will be called inside history books in the future,
yeah.
assuming we don't destroy ourselves, our civilization before
Yeah.
long.
I
But
mean,
assume like 100 years from now, or even
mm,
just 50 years of now, I wonder. I mean, for
well,
certain, there will be like the COVID pandemic will be remembered, will be studied
yeah.
in history books But what's going to be the name of this time frame? I mean, it's interesting to
Ukrainian
know.
wars. Ukraine faces.
I mean, the second Cold War between or the economic war, something like that, because
Yeah, I mean, like the first Cold War was literally a Cold War. There was no war literally going on, and now it's like with Russia and Ukraine is literally a war going on, but not the rest of the world.
yes, but it's not worldwide. I mean, if the Cold War turned to be a real war,
Yeah, but it's like a bit different than the first Cold War. Is what I
because
mean. It's like it's a
because I
Cold War,
mean,
but then just that changed. Well, same kind of mentality, but
I mean, we can only hope that nobody will drop a nuke anywhere in
yeah,
the
no,
for the
that wouldn't.
foreseeable future. But who knows?
Yeah,
But I
but
mean,
yeah, moon.
going back to
Yeah,
this space thing, I mean, it's interesting that they are going to do
yeah.
a bunch of missions.
Well,
Or
I mean,
Artemis
you know,
1. Artemis 1 was
yeah.
unscrewed for test flight of the Space Launch System and Orion spacecraft around the Moon. Artemis 2 will be the first screwed flight test of the Space Launch System to Orion spacecraft around the Moon. Third one be the first humans exploring the region near Lunar and South Pole. And then fourth one will be humanity's first lunar space station, a larger, more powerful version SLS rockets, a new mobile launcher. So yeah, it's the point is to make a base there, but yeah, it won't be us normal humans that be in there. It's like researchers and like the top of the top. It's gonna have a base like
Now,
that.
hold on,
Maybe
by the
like
way.
Martian, but
Now, from what I understand, there it says a lunar space station. So it sounds like it's going to be orbiting the moon, not on the moon.
mm,
They say lunar space station. They didn't say lunar surface station. And like, I mean, you had to ask this question. The only reason that somebody would build a base somewhere is if they can make money from it. At least that's kind of how I see it. If they could make, is
Elon
there
Musk
anything on the moon that
kind of
we
wants
can't
to
get on
visit
Earth?
Mars,
You know?
so. But
No,
yeah,
that is a little
well,
different. No? I feel like that is more like expanding humanity. You know,
mm, mm,
like it's just a matter of time before something else slams into this planet, and you don't want everybody on this planet to be all that remains of humanity. You know what I mean?
mhm.
People
So,
like just given
following
enough time.
Artemis. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I guess it's like a goal of them to be doing it. But yeah, following the Artemis 3 mission that will land the first people near the moon's South Pole, astronauts on this 4 will live and work in humanity's first lunar space station, Gateway, which will be able new opportunities for science and preparation for human missions to Mars. This mission will bring together interactive photography and multiple launches into space, docking in lunar orbit, and will feature the beauty of NASA's larger, more powerful version of SLS Space Launch System rocket, new mobile launcher. Oh yeah, I guess they go into the moon and then or orbit around the moon, and then eventually, oh yeah, he's like a rocket that they want to have. Will conduct several moonwalks and advanced spacesuits. They can Starships elevator down the surface to accomplish the exploratory to-do list. We will be conducting field geology, develop instruments, deploy instruments, collect samples that will help us set the history of our solar system. Here's a whole diagram of that.
Very interesting.
Yeah. It's like the first time I since the 70s that I really want to do anything with the moon again.
And now we
Like
have technology that, in theory, should be way, way more advanced that we used to have.
back then,
So
yeah.
now we can do way more stuff with. I mean, if we go there, we can even, I guess, even build bases. I guess now on the moon.
Yeah, Yeah, yeah,
They
small
want to do
bases.
this,
Yeah,
I guess. They want to do like data centers for AI get there on the moon, probably because it's
yeah,
so cold. And
longer since.
guys, that the main problem, or one of the main problems, not the only one, but one of the major ones, is that in order to have those huge data centers, you also have to spend a lot of electricity in order to cool
Yeah,
down
yeah, yeah. Same with
the
AI
chips.
now.
I mean, it's not much that the chips themselves consume a lot of power, but even though they do, I mean, they consume a lot of power, but the problem is all the power that is needed to cool them down. That is the main, and also which is why they want to make to create those data centers in cold places, and the moon
Interesting.
is a good candidate for this.
But tell me though,
Mm.
tell me this though. Is it easier to build a data center on the moon as opposed to one of the poles on Earth?
I mean, so it's easier on here on Earth, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, maybe on the moon is more permanent because I mean,
Yeah,
granted that we shouldn't think too much about the short term, but due to climate change, I guess, and also the impact on the environment, that I mean,
But I mean, surely a data center it must be a spec. You know what I mean? Like a
mm,
tiny spec in comparison to the entirety of like you know a frozen pole. Uh, I mean, I'm just thinking here, like, but you see what I'm saying, I mean, I can't imagine carrying all that stuff up there because remember,
I mean,
uh, you know, I,
someone said that one of the reasons as of why the United States, or namely Trump, wanted to get Greenland is due to the fact that it's a good place for building a place like that, a data center for AI, I guess. But I don't know. uh,
maybe, you know,
I mean, it's not the only
you know,
reason why they wanted to get it, but for sure. But maybe it's one of them among the
I
yeah,
bet there's
others.
many reasons.
Yeah, I mean, because they also started to. I mean, the idea of making data centers underwater, I guess. I don't know if you guys
Right.
have seen something like that
I,
on the news
I, I
or.
was gonna,
not really.
I was gonna say that, but it sounded too crazy. It sounds
No,
insane. But I mean,
yeah.
look,
I'm like, if we go back to the moon, but like the conspiracy that like, oh no, the whole moon landing was done in like the studios of Hollywood or something like that. I'm like, how would they do that then
eh?
with like the effects of like the moon landing, like with like how they bounce around and
Well,
whatnot? Like
look
this
this
was
up.
the
Look this
'60s,
up.
not like two
Look
thousands or
this
something
up.
like that.
This sounds unbelievable, but look this up. See if they lost some of the original recordings of the moon. See if that is true because I feel like I heard some of that, but it sounds so crazy. But
Oh
if
yeah, that
NASA
they
can,
just recorded the big screen in the NASA center, control center, and the original I think is original tapes were recorded over. Yeah, yeah, I know something like that.
right now, listen. When you hear something like that, you have to think, all right, what are these guys doing? That is so.
Stupid.
Surely these are the guys that know to have a backup, right? You know what I mean? When I, as a
Yeah, I
layman, hear that,
guess,
I'm
yeah.
thinking, look, you trying to cover something up. Something, I'm not saying it didn't, look, something is odd, right? I think we could agree with that.
Or
I don't know
just
what it is, but
stupidity, like
something ain't
with the
right.
files, for instance, that they redacted everything, but you just could copy paste it to Word and just read it all. They can just be
Right. Now
incompetent,
listen, I think somebody wanted those things to be let out. So they pretended to make a mistake. Right?
Ugh. That makes me
That's
think
what I
about
would do.
all those moon Apollo movies from the like Apollo 13. Oh no, they went to the dark side of the moon, and then they got fucked in the
Propaganda.
ass or something like that. Or like moon spiders.
Could
Now
be
moon
pro-
rock spiders. And that was a kind of fun movie though, back in the day. Like
I mean, listen,
several of those. Or like
that
when they
wouldn't
go
even be the
to
biggest thing.
Europa.
Listen to me. If they lied about the moon landing, I'm not saying they lied, but if they lied about the moon landing, I don't think that's even close to the biggest lie that we've been told. To be honest with you, that is that is probably, it mightn't even make the top 10. Like I have a
Uh,
huge skepticism of anything these people say. You know, that
yeah,
is how I see it. I mean, like I
you
said,
gotta think about it a bit more logically than just like going through the first big story here. Like, oh no, the moon landing has been staged in Hollywood, or like in the '60s for like those effects.
all
That's
right,
like
but
not
well,
possible in
let me
the
let me
'60s. Right?
draw
Like,
let me draw a modern day
you know,
parallel here. Then. If 20 years ago I told you that the most powerful people in America were going to an island to hold bizarre, let's say, ceremonies, you would never
oh, I
have
will
believed me.
believe it. I mean, they're so powerful. Like, there's been other scandals that like people have been,
Yeah,
doing
but
stuff with
what
children, or just being fucked up, or like
yeah,
it.
but you wouldn't have believed me 20 years ago.
I mean,
You would
20
probably
years
don't
ago,
believe me
I
now.
was barely, 20 years ago, I was 8. And I'm like, probably my 8-year-old
Right.
brain would
And
just
I'm
believe
telling
about it.
8-year-old you, listen, don't go by that guy. Okay? I don't care if he tempts out lollipops or whatever into the back of that van. He's gonna take us to an island and eat you.
Yeah, I
If you're
mean,
lucky, right?
uh, I mean, uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
look,
Yeah, like I can believe that he would be fucked up and it would be stuff, but you don't know like how bad or how big it was. Like, not everybody on the Epstein files is like knowing everything that Epstein did. Like, some people like on there, like, yeah, obviously they knew everything what was going on in there. Some people are like secondhand accounts, so it's like their name pops up one time and just have
yeah,
barely
probably.
any clue or something
I
like that.
mean,
So it's
look,
like,
somebody said, Stephen Hawking is there. Now you think Stephen Hawking is doing anything to anybody?
well, did like not that he could
You
do
know,
anything himself
right? So
by
look,
that time, but
listen, if you let Stephen Hawking do something to you, that's on you. Okay? Um,
okay.
yeah, you could just move out of the way. So that they're jumping. No, I don't
You
know.
just run
I
off.
mean, look, it might be a little,
You'll be good.
it might be a little premature to jump on him for that. I don't know. Did he? Maybe he didn't know what this guy's deal was. You know, I don't know.
I don't know why he wanted to be on the party, because he can't do much. Just talk to a computer. Like, or
Look,
maybe they fucked up
he's
stuff. Who knows? It's just forced. I don't even
maybe I
know.
was the only one that wanted him to come to that party. You never think about that. You know, he just wanted to get out. At the house.
Yeah,
He's not a guy with a huge amount of options in some ways. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
who knows? I don't know. But
Nobody
you're right. So
knows.
yeah,
You
so
just
20
know
years
now.
ago, I told you, look, Stephen Hawking is going to a strange island. You wouldn't believe me. I mean, I'm just saying, look, there's things that sound crazy at the time, and only time shows how true they really are. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live
I
in a
mean, it was
country where there's no
like
trust
like
in
for
the
some
in the
people, it was
police.
like they were convicted in 2008, and like years later in 2013, I'm like, oh yeah, let me come to your island. Well, for years already, he is, you know, uh,
Well,
CP.
I don't
He did
know
all that shit. So
how do
yeah,
you, is it yeah, I mean, I know it's like a thing. Well, first of all, do these people know? Do they look up the background of this guy before they deal with him? Like, think of all the people that you meet in your life. Do you look up a background check on each one of these people? Or how
nah,
well
of course
public?
not.
I don't know exactly. So you might have gone to the island, you know,
I might
depend,
have gone. Oh
depending on
shit, I might
a
be in the files.
free.
Mars, Red Planet.
Look up that right now. Yeah. I mean, look,
Oh
you don't know.
Mars,
You know,
is
no.
he is he on the I mean, like, that would be
Yeah,
funny, but
yeah.
stupid.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people in them files that, like, if they mention somebody in the file, that counts as them being in the file. You know what I
Like,
mean?
you can also have
I
like the same name as a guy that is in the files. And you're like, fuck, I'm on the files. But I'm like 8 years old. Fuck, what have
That's
my
even
parents done
worse.
to me?
There's these are things I've been hearing about this guy for decades now, right? And it was something that was kind of like a public secret and now is out. So it's surreal almost. I've probably heard
Yeah,
of this
shrunk
guy in
under
the
the
world
rock,
for
but
20
everybody
years.
knew it.
Yeah, I mean, who was you and Koma, who were the guys that was from your countries that was on the file? This is interesting.
I don't remember right now. Let me check.
Because you see, I don't think Trinidad has any, right? So that just shows that we are a small country. It shows we haven't arrived
We
yet.
don't have any rich
You
people
know,
in there that are rich enough to know him, then sure.
it might surprise you. There's some people here like Trinidad is probably kind of a money laundering place.
I
So
mean, I can guess that it is. Yeah, I can kind of guess that it would be. Yeah, like that's not a huge surprise, honestly.
yeah, so like maybe it's the perfect place for him to meet somebody. It's like, oh, I need a huge amount of money, no questions asked, move from here to
I
here.
mean, you told me like half stories of like some gang member that had like a swine that was eating people or something like that. Like a famous story over there.
Oh no, there was a pig in the area that I think it was owned by a big time criminal. So everybody was afraid to eat it. Nobody would eat it. You're not going to eat the drug lord's pig. Then he'll eat
No,
us.
he would die.
Yeah, and he was huge too. He was just walking around the graveyard. It's crazy. Probably eating dead bodies, digging up people and eating them. Probably.
Yeah, but I mean, that sounds an interesting thing for a movie. I mean, it did happen in like kind of that plot did happen in like Hannibal the Cannibal movie. It happened in where the villain got fed to some swine. So yeah, it kind of happened in the movie. So kind of happened, but I don't know. It would be fun. But oh yeah. Different topic. Hokkaido's polygamous YouTuber Ryutata Watanabe had like 3 wives and have had like 9 children, like 3 wives and 9 children. Wanted to go up to 45 or something. Lives now in his car after a drama with his 2 wives. Only has 1 wife left, and his YouTube career has been dwindling and his money has been called up, so he has nothing anymore, basically. And he's childless now, so yeah, made some children and now he's nowhere. Like, it was like an extra thing that I found.
I hope he has some money saved somewhere. Otherwise,
I mean, yeah, it's like what was it, $600 or something like that left,
oh
or
God,
something like that.
There's a lot of facets to this story. There's so much going on. First of all, I don't know let me read the title of this thing. What was the did you know this guy from before? Right. Hokkaido's polygamous YouTuber Ryuta Watanabe made waves documenting his life as a house husband with 3 wives. Incredible. But his dream seems to have fallen apart. His first and third wives have returned to their parents with the children, and he and his childless second wife now live in a car. Could this be planned to reinvigorate the channel? Could this be a plan by him?
I mean, it's kind of a drastic plan just for a YouTube channel, to live in a car and to have your children taken away, because that was the whole point, to have as many children as possible to get the childbirth rate back up again, or like as much as he could be doing that. Sure, some
So wait,
YouTubers
hold.
go wild rides to get some attention and get money, but I
It
don't
could
know.
be. I wouldn't put it past them. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put it past them.
Mm,
Uh, and
could be, could be.
so what is with the second wife now? Does the second wife what is different about her that she remained? You know,
Let me see. Maybe in a different article.
interesting, interesting.
Yeah,
Never had that
45
idea.
children. He ends up the street of a loss of income, draws online IRA. Yeah, this is the guy, 3 wives, 2 children. Let me see.
Wait, but this guy isn't the same guy who the anime man itself interviewed
Yeah, yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah,
past.
yeah. He's the same
Oh,
guy.
oh well. I mean, to be fair, it was unreal that he could make this shit work long term. All right.
Yeah, yeah, no, like, yeah, especially in a country that does stuff like this. It's like, how? How could you do that? How could you get that?
So wait, how big was the channel? How big was the channel that he had?
How big was his channel? Oh, wait. Polygon's memory that relied entirely on his finances
That's a
and his
lot of
wife.
money. $8,000.
Yeah, 1.25 million yen, 8,000 each month as an influencer. YouTube is 36 was widely reported last October by several Japanese media outlets. Nevertheless, the Polygon is Gigolo Live in northern Japanese prefecture of Hokkaido. He had lived with his 3 wives and 4 children, including a pair of twins, each third wife, Shiharu's, expecting 3 pet dogs, 2 lizards. Jesus Christ. Watanabe has a 4th wife who lives separately in an on-off relationship with him. He continues to date several other women. Jesus goddamn Christ. Fucker wants to bone anything that moves, basically. He
I
has also
mean,
another 7 kids. Some were born to women who used to date him and then left him for good. So,
I mean, he was
more
trying
prolonged.
to solve the problem of Japanese low fertility rate, I guess, because
Yeah,
they are
yeah. I
they
mean,
are
how big was
having
his
less and less
channel?
children now, and so he wanted to do his part more than many of his countrymen. But I mean, you can't take
Mm.
that shit seriously, or honestly, I don't know in IT
No,
terms
no.
now,
In
but
2024, he started an account on YouTube, so that's not that long.
I mean, to
Let
be
me
fair, it look for from the looks of it from the outside, without ever having followed him or watched the video, the content, apart from the interview with the anime man, uh, all of this shit looks like something that he made in order to become famous online and so make a living out of the fact that he
Yeah,
was living
yeah,
with
could be.
multiple women and being father of many children just so that he could live off from that alone. And unfortunately for him, it didn't go well.
Nope.
Unlucky, I guess.
No, this is all part of the plan. Trust me.
Oh,
This is
by the
it's
looks of it, it
working.
looks like it's something made on purpose. Yeah.
Well, I didn't think Japan had craziness like this. They seem like a respectable people.
I hear it. It's like 52K subscribers. I think this is his channel. Yeah. It's multiple wives. La la la. Yeah. So not a million, but he's only started like not that long ago, I guess.
But I mean,
2020.
they
Yeah.
say at his peak he was making 8,000 US a month, right? That's a boatload.
Yeah. That's a shitload, yeah. Oh yeah, here's a video of like him and his one wife just eating in some restaurants 2 days ago. Police, that kind of shit. So yeah, it's like not that good for him now. 54 children he want to have, and it's like 9 at the moment, and she's with several girls. Jesus Christ! And the guy is not even that hot. How the fuck? It's just charisma, I guess, just to get that many women. It's just like having a buttload of charisma and just like confidence to be doing that. I guess he just knows
Well, the
how to
question
talk.
is this. The question is this: how many wives did he have? Like, we need to look at how many did he have as compared to how many followers he had, right? Because maybe he had the first one, then he builds up as a number of followers, Then he goes up to somebody, he says, "Look, I have 10,000 followers," That is enough to get another one and carry it to 30,000. You see, this is how it goes,
But he already
And then
did this before he had a YouTube account, so he's just like he already had the 3 wives at the before the YouTube account. So yeah, he was already just ranking in and then becoming a YouTuber and then becoming really popular because he had that many wives. If he had just had 2 wives, or like,
No,
hey, who cares? Or just 1.
maybe they were in on it. I think this whole thing is a scam. I think the whole thing, which I could also kind of admire, like
Eh, I mean, fucked up way, I guess, but
right now from what I understand, Japan has like incentives to have children, right? Is that true? They have like
I mean, they're trying to, but but like what the Japanese government problem is, they don't want to think about the solution. They just want to ignore it and just do the same thing over and over. Just go the wrong route. Like immigration is an option, but no, or else our culture is gonna go to ruin because all the foreigners are gonna come in, or like was another solution that they had. I don't
robots.
remember. It was like a second option they had, but I don't remember. I know immigration was
We make
obviously a
robots.
solution.
We
Hmm?
we give everybody robots. We give
Oh,
everybody a
robots.
robot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, robots just to care for everybody, like Wally or something like that. That huge ship that like all your robots just like doing everything for them. Yeah. But then I'll tell you,
Surely that
I
is an
was living
option.
in
That is like,
Japan. It was really when I was in
I mean,
Japan, it was like, hmm.
surely like Japan is a country where that is like a realistic option. I mean, they make these advanced robots there already. So like,
Yeah. Then
surely
like,
the first country to have robot maids and nurses and things would be Japan, right?
yeah, I guess. But I'm like, at this point, it's like the peak is like one young person in workforce versus one in a home. The seniors has overtaken the amount of young people in the country at this point. It's like it's gone to a peak now. So it's like robots might be a thing or just immigrants, but I don't think they're gonna do immigrants anytime soon, or they get really desperate. But then it's like already too late. Then nobody
Yeah,
wants to
robots.
bang
Robots.
some 90-year-old
Listen,
Japanese woman or something like that. But just
the
to get
robots are almost
children.
ready
So.
to go. I believe the robots close to being ready, if not ready already. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I think I don't know what do you think, Koma? You think robots ready to help out around the house and be
We
nurses
get
and
the
maids and
alpha
stuff?
to get them pregnant, but or not.
I don't think so. It's too early for that.
Yeah, no.
Too early for the
Well, we
robots?
just become with AI to really take shape. I don't think robots are getting anything. I don't think Boston Dynamics is like that advanced yet. I mean, you can do some
One
good
day,
stuff,
maybe, perhaps, but we will see.
Now
but just
listen,
crush babies
I
every fucking time in like test rounds. You see, like, I'll just hold the baby and just crush its spine or some shit like that. Just throws it to the
well
wall.
look,
It just you
listen,
can already
listen.
see.
If a few babies have to be crushed in the testing process, They'll be model babies, first of all, right? We'll use dolls. They could crush the dolls,
Yes,
right?
use dolls.
Right?
Oh man, I can
And
always
you
do. It's
will take
like
a
with
look,
like the
listen,
gorilla that had kittens, and he's just like, after like the 10th
exactly.
kitten, the kitten liked him. I'm like, what happened to the other 10 cats? Fuck. But like those were not test cats. Those were not dolls. Those are real cats. So that's fucked.
Look, they'll figure it out. And think about it. Like I always assume, if that is what they're showing us, like let's for example, the Boston Dynamics or the Honda walking robot, they have to
Mm,
have something much more advanced than that they're not showing us. And
mm. I
as
mean,
far as we know, Japan is secretly working on an army of robots to take over the
yes,
world as we
like
speak.
AI, that one movie. That guy had a shitload of robots in it with Will Smith in like 2006 or something like that. I don't remember 2001. But like, yeah,
Right. So they're ready.
I mean, Tesla has already like robots going out to really rich people doing their laundry and other shit. Other nefarious nonsense, probably boring, but who the fuck knows at this point? Like there was another company that wanted to also sell robots, but in the end, it was like more like human controlled robots from like remotely just to do the laundry. So like that's not really robot shit. It's like just you controlling a drone just to do some stuff. So yeah, you know.
Yeah, there's a couple of instances of that. I think there were some taxis that was said to be autonomous, but they were being driven by some people in the Philippines or somewhere like that. They can look that shit up. It was crazy. So wait, the distance that the actual driver is, what kind of lag we talking about here? That can be safe. Look it
Hmm?
up. Taxis driven by Filipino remote drivers. And they said it was robots. It was something crazy like that.
Taxi.
Yeah, they claimed it was an autonomous taxi. And it was driven by people, halfway across the world. Will you trust that?
I mean, I've seen like self-driving cars that just malfunction and just ride around in fucking
Look at that.
Wyoming. Wyoming,
Remote,
which robots
remote.
call response agency in Philippines for help.
Yeah,
So the
can you believe
remote
that shit?
control.
So imagine somebody's downloading a file, right? Downloading a movie, and this Filipino guy connection stolen here, and he just rams into grandma. What do you think of that?
I mean, yeah, but the police was like also like other things. So like the police was just holding up a self-driving car, and it's like, who am I gonna ticket now? And then later on, they said like, oh yeah, we're gonna update the police force that they ticket the company for driving those things, and not like the cars themselves. Yeah, for years the promise of autonomous vehicles has been that computers, not people, will be doing the driving. Recently, US lawmakers have learned that when those computers hesitate, they may be asking for advice from a human being sitting half a world away in the Philippines during the Senate hearing of Feb 4 on safety of self-driving cars. An executive at Waymo, Alphabet-owned autonomous vehicle company, confirmed that some of the human assistance supporting its driverless fleet is provided by the Philippines. Ah, shit. Philippine drivers. Oh, that's gotta be funny. Oh, no. The fucking Philippines is. No. Like, if those are real taxi drivers in the Philippines doing this shit, then you're screwed, but I think those people are like a bit better at that job. I hope to be doing that.
You hope.
I hope. I can only hope. With humanity. Yeah, I guess you want a short episode this time, so we can cut it here. Maybe. I don't know if you two have anything else to really talk about.
Not at all.
Not right
No.
now.
me look at my notes if I have anything. Oh yeah, Sakura Festival. Okay, last thing then. The Sakura Festival. Yeah, the Sakura Festival at Fuji, Mount Fuji, was cancelled due to tourists being rowdy. Sakura.
What?
Yeah.
What country is this guy from?
Well,
It better not be Trinidad,
Sakura.
you know.
Yeah, cancels. Ah, yeah, here. Japanese city cancels cherry bloom festival over badly behaved tourists.
Oh, the
Oh,
problem
shit.
of over tourism. Oh my god.
Yeah,
They are
Japanese
also
authorities. Hmm?
increasing prices for tourists, as far as I know.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
also
yeah,
they
yeah.
have increased. They are planning, or if they haven't done so already, to increase the price for renewing the visa for foreigners living
True.
and working in
The
Japan,
whole tax
which
system is gonna go.
it's going to become more expensive for them. I don't know what it's going to do for them in the long time. And
Yeah, yeah. But
for
then
the government,
Japan
for
will be
Japanese,
getting less
they
money.
are dying like about whatever. I mean,
I mean, it's not good for
Well,
business, but better for like not being clowns on the road in Tokyo or other big cities. But yeah, Japanese
where
authorities
was
in a town near Mount Fuji canceled this year's Cherry Festival, saying a surge of tourist numbers is unmanageable for locals. The influx of tourists to the town of Fujiyoshida has led to chronic traffic congestion and litter, while some residents say they experienced tourists trespassing or defecating in prayer for gardens. Jesus. It's like Woodstock or something.
incredible.
The area is a popular destination during spring because Japanese world renowned cherry bloom trees are in full bloom and can be admired from Mount Fuji in the background. But Fuji's picturesque scenery threatens the quiet lives of citizens. The city's more explained during adding we have a strong sense of crisis. So yeah.
Yeah. So where are these tourists coming that you know trespassing in gardens? Let's say trespassing in gardens. Where are these
I
tourists
don't know.
from?
Like in the garden is more open. There's no fence really around it, so they just
Right.
like,
No, no.
oh hey, there's no toilet. Let me take a dump here, or let me piss
Yeah, I
in
want to
here. Or
know
something
where
like
these
that.
tourists are from. Tourists from what
Oh,
country?
America probably, Europe, that kind of shit. Like
Somehow,
lots of Americans
somehow
come
I
from
doubt it.
Fuji.
Somehow I don't think it's America. I don't think it's America. But see if they say.
Who
I
then?
hope that they say. I don't know, but it's yeah, just
You know,
I,
it's
I,
also probably from Europe or some other countries, but
uh, I can't imagine you guys doing that. You know,
no, no, not everybody
I
would be
could
doing that specifically us,
I
but
could imagine somebody from this country doing that, right?
but I don't think they have money to be going there in the first place. So yeah,
Yeah, you might be surprised. But think about this. I wouldn't think that somebody had enough money to go to Japan would be doing that at all. But clearly
no,
somebody's
no, you spend that much
right.
in a
So
plane or have that much money just to litter the place and just take a shit in somebody's garden. It's just yeah.
right. So you're telling me there's no place that this person could have done it other than a garden. You
I
had to be
mean,
kidding me.
yeah, I mean, I guess well, like some tourists, if they go to another country, like, oh, I'm on holiday, rules don't apply to me, so they just turn off all their fucking brains and just like are mindlessly walking around and think it's like a fucking theme park and just can do anything they want. But I'm like, no, you're still in another country. There's still rules and there's still etiquette, so you still need to follow those. It's not like you can just do anything at all. Like I can guess like trespassing, like if it's not good signage or you're like you have no clue where to go, then you do that. I can kind of guess that would happen by like shitting in somebody's garden or just you know being a fucking idiot. Or like with a 7-Eleven or like name with a Lawson's with like Mount Fuji. behind on top of it, and people making photos of it because everybody got bottlenecked to that one town because the buses and the trains just end there, so they all go to this one town and just go Mount Fuji. Oh, let me take a picture here because they don't know any other places to go. Like they're just mindless tourists. They just don't know. Like obviously,
So
I was
tell me,
also
what was
a
the
tourist.
what
Like the
what?
2 times I was there, I was also kind of like a tourist, being an idiot sometimes, but not to that fucking level. Like at some common sense, obviously.
So tell me, what was the public washroom situation like? Were there many of them?
Mm, it was public. I mean, train stations had public, train stations had public toilets, and some stores had public at toilets, and yeah, I mean, you could go
Right.
everywhere for shit. For instance, Knocking on Broadway had
So so ba-
toilets, big
so
places, even
basically, what I'm
small
driving at.
places like in hills, for instance, at public toilets or
Right.
trees.
So my point is this. My point is this. This wasn't because of a lack of public toilets, right? This wasn't because of a
No,
lack of options, right? These people wanted to do that. Somehow, you know what? When am I ever
yeah,
going to get a chance to take a shit in somebody else's beautiful garden? Is that it? Is that the is that the insane thought process here? This is just
yeah, like I guess
crazy.
some people are just fucking blind and just I've seen videos in other countries in Europe or the Balkans or whatnot that there's like public toilets like 10 meters away and you're just shitting in the fucking park or something like that. Some homeless guy shitting in the park, but there's public toilets like right next to him or something like that. You also see videos of that roping around. So I'm like, yeah, for like litter, like there's not a lot of garbage bins around to be throwing your stuff away. You really need to be at like a store or a Kubini train station to throw away your trash, but not a lot for fucking trash cans or places to sit. So that's yeah, I can kind of see why the fuck there's so much litter around. Like the Japanese are like used to just bringing it to their home, but like for tourists, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take it back to my hotel in like in this mini fucking trash bin to throw it in that. Like, yeah, no, you're not gonna like at the tourist, you walk in way more. You go through the whole city or go to different cities just to walk around and eat and whatnot. So you have way more trash than the average Japanese guy in a day after like nine till
Oh, so
five
wait.
or nine.
So you're saying there's not a lot of public uh, trash bins? That's what you're saying?
Yeah. No. Oh no. 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 They all take it home,
Interesting.
most Japanese people, so they don't do that really. But like for tourists, kind of a problem that they're not used to that or don't have the space or etc. etc.
So what about in the you mentioned the train station. There's no bins there.
I mean, train stations, yeah, there are bins, but like you need to really
Okay.
go to a train station or to a convenience store, and there they have bins. So that's a good trick. If you want to, if you're in a city and you want to trash bin, you go to convenience and just throw it away there. That's what I often did to get away with trash. And sometimes I had to get it
Right.
in my bag, but otherwise, it's like I just need to be lucky to have a trash bin to find it, or you need to be at like a restaurant or something. You're lucky.
Right. So let me tell you about this country. In Trinidad, there's not a huge amount, but there are bins all over the place, right? And people still throw it into the road and the rivers and stuff, right? So that is I don't know what the excuse is here, you know? Is
Yeah, nah. It's like
and I
the
don't just
Japanese
mean
government rather wants to. Hmm?
and not just like bottles and bags. I'm talking about like refrigerators and ovens, you know?
Oh yeah, they just throw it away because in the mountains they throw it away because the disposal to go to call them disposable company is just so expensive. They don't have money. Just throw it away in a down a cliff or like side of the road, etc., just to get rid of it, because they can't get rid of it because it's too expensive. So it's just so it lies to rot for like years and years there. And the problem with Japanese government is they just want to avoid and just fucking go around the problem than actually solving it. Like with here, with Lawson, for instance, with Mount Fuji, like so many people were like in the street, like traffic could not do anything, and people were just fed up with them. They just eh, by the not solving like the tourist problem, they just go to a different town or different checkpoints for them to go to, or like better signs where to go to. No, they just put up a big fence around it just for them to deter them to take pictures there. No, you need to lead your tourists to some place else and just thin them out over around the mountain to have enough, to have don't have a disturbance. But they don't really want to do that. They just want to avoid fucking problems. Yeah, that's what I mean with incompetence. They're just kind of idiots. The country is run by idiots, basically. Well, by senior idiots. That's also kind of a problem. It's just all seniors, so a lot of things are just stuck in the past, and they don't want to, update anything. Like barely anything.
Don't worry, the robots will fix everything.
But on Monday, Italian authorities introduced a $2 fee to access the viewing area of Roman's iconic Trevi fountain, which has previously been free to visit. Authorities say the fee will go towards helping to manage the number of tourists and raise funds for Roman's upkeeps. In Venice, day trippers hoping to visit the Italian city on certain days between April and July will have to pay €5 if they book in advance or 10 if they book last minute. So that's why they want to do it in Italy. Koma probably knows about that. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. But yeah. I guess, yeah, that was like my last point. So I guess we can cut it here.
Yeah, we can
All right.
go.
Later.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, that was the episode then. Do check out my newest video, Games from the Megastructure, and I'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Later.